Viewers and subscribers, welcome back to the channel. You don't know it's a boy SAE. Bless up on yourself and thank you all for tuning in to this one. Some wonderful peeps. You know what I really want to zoom in on today is Kevin Hodge has exposed Roston Chase after the New Zealand series loss. You know, my people, this is back-to-back series loss for Roston Chase, guys, and it's not easy for him or easy on the team itself, you understand? And as a leader, you know that some of the time, guys, it's gonna really feel as if no matter what you're doing is not working out, you understand? But you know, they believe in him and they think that he's the right man to lead the charge. But we all know in West Indies cricket, you know, people, everybody is the right man. So I'm not going to really say too much on this situation, you know, but it's really hurtful to really see the West Indies fell in this way. They have been falling long time, no guys, have been falling long time. But, you know, now a lot of the legends are coming out and saying that, you know, it just doesn't feel right, you know, to really sit down and watch West Indies cricket anymore. There's nothing driving them to watch them play, you know. It's disgusting to them, you know, and we can understand this is all coming from frustration and anger, you know, the love they have for the sport, and when the sport is not going their way, everybody gonna vent and say what they want to say in their own right. You understand? We're gonna zoom in on what Kevin Hodge said, guys, about Roston Chase locking himself in the room, and I think he was crying or something like that. Nobody knows, you know, but we're gonna let you hear about it. But my people, remember, if it's the first time on the channel, my people, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn on the post notification bell to be the first alerted whenever a new video is uploaded. So let's hear what what Kevin Hodge had to say about Roston Chase in tears. You understand? After the New Zealand series loss. So he was in an interview, guys, you know, and he was like, tears behind closed doors. Roston Chase pain speaks louder than any words after the loss. So he said, after the test series loss to New Zealand, Roston Chase locked himself in his room and cried the whole night. The pain came from how deeply he loves the team. Kevin Hodge was quoted by saying in an interview. And my people, first time I used to make this sort of performance get me upset and you know, let me wanna feel like I wanna cry, but um it's not like that anymore, guys. I've grown accustomed to understand that this West Indies test team is a team that's always going to be failing. If they can give you one good performance here, thank God for it. But overall, West Indies cricket overall, guys, they're not consistent, you know, in delivering the goods for the fans. You understand? We're gonna run through some comments in the people and let you hear what the people are saying anyway. But I think most people have sympathized with him, and some, you know, have their narrow-minded and bash him. And you know, everybody, as I said, is always entitled to their own opinions. You understand? So the first comment come from El Mike, where was like, yes, yeah, man, bro, tears won't help you. You need to release the lion that you have chained up tightly within you and just let it all roar with your bat and roar when you have the ball to bowl. So I tell Rastan Chase, say, crying not gonna help. Uncle girl cry. You need to roar with the bat and the ball and let the bat and speak for his anger. You know, when you get the opportunity, grind everything to the dust. Show them that hey, you still deserve to be a part of this West Indies team, you know. No matter we might go through ups and downs, but at the end of the day, the strength, it believe is stronger than all negativity that come over you. You understand? Another person comment, Michael Ram Sawak comment, if I love the team more deeply than him, can I be captain, please? Pretty please. I'm 40 years old. I made 46 in a village match, so I can bat a little. Village match. Now, this person is joking, you know. Village match. Village match is technically, you know, everybody can score in village match. You know, we're talking about the big score, men versus men who have perfected their craft to a level where you're gonna say, all right, they're not easy to but again are easy to go up again. So, you know, it's always going to be tricky, you know, in this situation where you compare village. But enough of the time, the way the West Indies team is batting, people might say that it's village cricket. Who knows, you know, but at the end of the day, my people, it just have to really believe in themselves and continue to build on what they have got, because nothing come easy in life, you know. Even in my personal life, I've gone through a lot of personal stuff where, you know, I'm feeling down and out, feeling treated, feeling like everything is giving up on me. But at the end of the day, I always remember that once I have life, I can still fight back and come back. So in this scenario, the West Indies need to believe in themselves, or the West Indies team themselves need to believe that, hey, they still got what it takes to really bounce back and do the good for West Indies or do good for their country. You understand? Kerry Baines comment, look, Hodge laughing hit though. Nah, this is rubbish. What are you talking rubbish? Maybe he was drinking alone, you know. If Shea hopes him sees battle, Chase won't get much to drink. These people, as I said, guys, all of these people, a lot of them is gonna always make it a joke, you know, certain things, you know, because they believe that enough things is just, you know, people putting on a show, or people don't, you know, a lot of people have just have negativity to say. But as I said, my people, this is West Indies. It's nothing surprise me anymore. Kevin C and Glenn comment, you were to show us how much you love the team by batting 100 or getting a 5 wicket haul. Um, you know, guys, it's over 192 comment out here, guys. You know, I'm not gonna read everything. You know, I'm just gonna skip through and pick out a couple comment, because you know, basically most of them is saying the same thing. Michael Bobby Atterbury commented, he's from Jamaica, I think. If this is true, then there are some things to consider. Firstly, I have said this over and over again. Leaders are not made, they are born from the current set of players who stands out as a true leader. Find him and fine tune him. A true leader will perform and lead from the front. He is not a yes man. He will argue for the right things and back his team. He will command respect, performance, and not be afraid to call out people, whether player, coach, or board. Who is that player? Or who is that one current player on the team? Lastly, again, if this is true, then Mr. Chase has no choice but to resign. Mighty Father. So, as I said, my people, everybody is entitled to their own honest opinion. If they think that Chase need to resign, that's their opinion. But I'm not really delving into West Indies cricket that much where I want to call for anybody to resign nowadays, because it doesn't make sense. You understand? Because it seems like we're unbroken chain. We just always calling for it, but nothing happened. And no matter who take over the reign, it's the same situation. So we kind of get comfortable with it now. We were saying that it doesn't make sense. We just go with the process because nothing is changing. You understand? Um, Another person comment, a longer comment. I'm going to read the last comment. Okay, fellows, let's not be too hard on him. After all, he didn't elect himself as captain, and I don't think he wanted to fail. Remember that the great Brian Lara captain a much stronger West Indies team, which lost 5-0 to South Africa, 3-0 to Sri Lanka, and yes, 2-0 to New Zealand. The series is over, and we have to move on from that. So that's where we're going to leave it right about now, my people. Leave your honest thoughts down below. All right, bless up.